Doesn't stop them, do they? What? Is it cold? Is it cold? They never stop. 6 years old, 4 years old. Stupid. What it's like to be a cockapoo. She's so patient. So patient. Quite unusual for this area to get such a hard frost, especially as I am by the sea. But yeah. Oh, this is what I like. I'm gonna take my camera out while the frost is still on it. Beautiful. Love it. Beautiful sun, but definitely a hard frost. Well, enclosed. Even the window now. Just put double sheet of polystyrene, and at least there's no cold going through the that glass, because obviously this is where it's going to conduct the cold, you know. So protect that. Of course, all my other filters are protected, but the pressure filter is not. So I had to put a really thick foam all the way around, and then I put this cover, which is a car cover. It's got like a fleece inside, and I've doubled it up so it's all protected. I've wrapped all the pipes here as well. That was my only concern, and what I've done is I've lifted the pump as well, because that sits at the bottom of the pond. I've lifted it up halfway through because I was concerned that it could you know, empty the pond basically if something happened. Well, it's definitely cold. So we went down to -6 last night, but the sun is out. There's no snow, but a lot of my friends have got a lot of snow not even very far from here. So yeah, I've had to defrost my hose pipe in the shower this morning, because obviously there was water inside, and the water wouldn't come out. So I'm glad I haven't got a drum, because the water supply would have been stopped. So I had to defrost that, and of course I've had to clean my filters. It's a bit cold, but it's got to be done. The fish are still living creatures inside my pond, so yeah. So if you're like me and you've got a multi-bay, Marigold, it really protects your fingers. I've had to clean all the sponges obviously, and yeah, Marigold, it really helps. There you go, back up and running. So what I've done is I cleaned all the brushes, I've cleaned the sponges in here, and the main brush that is on the top. And of course this bay, when I drop this bay drops as well. And those two, I haven't touched them. I just emptied the water, but I haven't cleaned the that will be fine for now. So back up and running. So I'm really chuffed because despite being -5 outside, well, it's -1 just now, but it has to come down to -5, -6 last night. Everything here is really insulated, and in the filter house actually 11 today, so can't complain. This was a really good thing to build here. So I won't get caught this time. So what I've done is I've completely emptied the pipe, emptied the water. It's alive. And I'm now rolled it, and it's in the garage and the cover. And I've also protected the mains, you know, the tap outside. This has always worked for me. It's like a big tubes of bubble wrap basically. Yeah, so protected. It's always worked for me. You can tell when it's winter because the chickens tend to stay on the branch. They don't stay on the floor at all, despite the you know, the thick layer of shavings on the floor. And they're all protected here as well. They've got a roof. But yeah, they all stay on the branch, and at night they go in the little coop over there. And here over there I've got massive amount of shavings and straw, and of course I close the door at night so they're well protected. You are girlies. Of course you girlies. Bless. Last bit of the sun now, enjoying that. It's almost 3 o'clock and yeah, time to go indoors. I've just lit the fire. Christmas tree is already in the conservatory. So we've got this big fake one for the conservatory, and of course Dylan has already tried to pull some stuff. As I savaged my little one last year, the real one, I've bought another one, new one. That's gonna go in my office. Cat is above the radiator. You already do is. You already frightened girl. Pretty girl, old girl. Stay in the warmth. You're quite right. Ugh, I hate seeing them like that. But this is what winter does. My pond is now at 4 degrees. And as you can see, they're all congregated there, as I explained. So there is, my pond is like that. So normally I've got flow there, and I've got flow down here as well, which is the return from the big moving bed. And this obviously is the area where I've got the least flow. So this is where the fish stay. As I said, there's no difference of temperature between the surface area and the bottom of the pond, 4 degrees. But with the least flow here, this is where they stay. It's not nice. Roll on spring, that's what I'm gonna say. The luxury of being a human in front of an open fire when it's freezing cold outside. Oh my god, I'd hate to be a koi right now. Just finished work. Started at 6:30 this morning, just finished, and it's almost 7 o'clock. Oh, one of those days. Anyway, animals. Close the chickens, feed the rabbit, feed the chinchilla, check the fish, feed the dogs, feed the cats, and then prepare our dinner. Yay! Let's have a quiet evening, eh? Yes, dinner's coming. Yeah, big fatty. Here, Lily. There you go. 2 done. Now the dogs. Go! Another 2 done. So the chinchillas are now indoors for the winter in the conservatory, so it doesn't get overly hot like in the rest of the house. Only a shy one. And that's my little barrel with a poor ear. Twisted ear. All cozy in that little bed with lots of straw. No, chicks. Food. There she comes. You don't want your dinner. She's gone in her bed. Oh dear. In a mood. It's cold, I know. Now our dinner. Salmon for the girls. Smoked cod for me. Vegetables. Fish is in. Now shower. Oh, we will eat soon. So we are heading for another very cold night tonight. Supposed to go down to -6. It was -5 last night. The fish are moving slightly, which is a good sign. I mean, let's face it, at this stage with the temperature, the pond is at 4. It's not drastic, but it's not good at all. The fish are not thriving at all. You can see that the sorghum there is not happy at all. They are literally in surviving mode. So the most difficult here, seeing the sorghum not moving, is that if they stay for too long at the bottom of the pond, they could start getting sores and then bacterial issues. So all the time they are moving, you can see there they are slightly moving. This is a very good sign. But this is when the biggest problem can occur, is when they stay at the bottom, they don't move. Ah, roll on spring, eh? Or invest in a heater. And I think I will have to. Not this year, I've had too much expenses this year for other reasons, for other hobbies. But next year, definitely air source heat pump. So for me, the aim of the air source heat pump is not to keep a temperature 16 degrees during the winter. I'm not interested in that at all. But it's to keep a temperature low at 8 degrees, which would be a good temperature for them, not to, and to go through a normal winter, but not just being in surviving mode. And definitely for the summer, to start the summer a little bit earlier, or in spring, summer and autumn, to have a constant temperature at 24 degrees. Have a longer period of feeding. Bad. Not nice first year, but we know that. We know that even in the south it can get cold. I haven't felt it that cold for about 20 years though. I'm not gonna lie. Even when we had this all that heavy snow about 4 years ago, it was never that cold. It never went down to -6. Never. So there you go. Just a matter of monitoring the fish, really. And next year the best thing I can do is cut that. If I wanted to, for example, minimize the cost, I could cut the shower over there, and I'm going to cut this weekend. I'm going to cut this the protein skimmer now that is doing nothing other than moving water, which is good in a way, although here it won't freeze because I am covered and I'm enclosed, so I'm pretty lucky for that. And this is one of the reasons as to why I did it. But yeah, I think, let's face it, in this pond there are some fish, some, you know, medium quality fish. There are some higher end fish, especially 2 of them. And if I can spend that money into my fish, I also need to spend the money to keep them in very good condition. And I'm not saying keep in good condition because they are expensive. I'm just saying I cannot have the excuse of not eating because of the cost and then spending so much money in fish. So definitely something I will invest in next year. And for now, just wait for the temperature to go back up. They should be able to go back up this weekend from what I've heard. And then that's another problem that can occur. If the temperature go back up, I mean the water is not going to warm up by 10 degrees all of a sudden because the ambient temperature is going back up. But with the water warming back up and then eventually maybe going back down in January, February, that could bring in a lot of other problems again. So I think a heater would keep that temperature at 8 degrees, no fluctuation. No fluctuation during the winter, and keeping the heater at 8 is perfect. No fluctuation during the summer, where we keep the temperature at 24. Which, to be fair, my pond has been kept at 24 most of the summer anyway. But yeah, that's where we are. Come on, fish. Move. Don't get sores. That's not nice. Surviving mode for koi is not good. And I know a lot of people will say I've never heated my pond in the last 30 years. Yeah, it's fine. As I said, it's fine. There are some koi keepers in Canada. They are under ice for months on end, and the snow, and it's fine. But you know, it's very sad to hear and see at the moment that there's a lot of people who have lost koi, or they are just on the side now, actually at the bottom of the pond on the side, and that's surviving mode. That's not hibernation. Koi don't hibernate. It's surviving mode. And I don't want them to be in a surviving mode. That's it for me this week, guys. If I don't do another video before Christmas, I wish you all Merry Christmas or festive period or whatever you're celebrating, if you are celebrating anything. And I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.